So today what we will do means last day as we completed the connection part, na PHP connecting
Ah,
MySQL,
PHP connecting to date in MySQL.
connecting to MySQL, and we did two things: insert data into database tables and fetch the data
View
with
that.
simple
Mm,
select statement. So today we will do two more stuff. One is your updating and deleting. Okay,
yes.
and after that we will do, if time permits, we will do something called Ajax. Okay,
Okay.
so what is Ajax? And no, before Ajax we should learn what is jQuery. Okay, so we will do first
Mm,
jQuery, after we will do Ajax. Maybe Ajax we will not be able to complete today, but
we'll
we would
see.
like to finish
Okay.
it
Mm,
early, because you
okay.
need some practice of yourself before going to and uh, I think you will get one question from Ajax. Okay,
Ajax.
if
Okay.
Ajax is there in syllabus,
Mm,
as you have Ajax in your syllabus, okay, so you must have a program, you must have a um, program from Ajax.
question.
Okay, so we
Ajax.
will
Question.
learn Ajax. Okay,
Mm,
but before that, we should complete our SQL part connecting. So, what was our last class? We
file name.
did. We
Uh,
This is the connection string
PHP connecting.
connecting to MySQL. This is
Yes.
the server name or host. This is the
Uh,
username. This is password, and this is the
password.
database name.
Database name.
Okay. After that, what you have to do? You have to create a string, and that string will contain the SQL query. Okay,
Mm,
and the query will be constructed dynamically. Okay, the data
mm,
will come from the form, some other
mm,
page. Okay, so
mm,
from that form we have to collect the data, and we will put those data to produce this string. This string will construct the SQL query dynamically with dynamic values. Okay, and just
okay.
that after that we should use this mysql I underscore query, and we will pass that query string, means this query.
Mm,
Okay, this
mm,
query we have to pass along with the connection object. This is connection object. Okay,
mm,
and the query will execute just like that. We do not have to do anything else. Okay,
okay.
we can check whether the query has been executed successfully, means some exception handling job we
Mm,
can do obviously, but I am not doing all those things here to make these things simple. Okay, so this is the
mm,
only stuff you have to do if you want to insert data
connect
into a table, right?
table.
Okay, now how to fetch the data? The same thing, you have to create a connection object first, just like the previous one, and you have
Mm,
to create the SQL statement. See, the same thing, and you have to pass that SQL query along with the connection object as the argument of this function mysql I underscore query. Okay, now
okay.
what is mysql I underscore query? It is the same function for mysql underscore query function that was discussed in, means that was been demonstrated by the faculty in the live classes. Okay,
Mm,
only difference is that MySQL I
I.
underscore query is the advanced version of MySQL underscore query. So recent version
Mm,
of PHP, okay, means PHP 7,
will take one
7, and
parameter.
after that will not support that older language, the older
Mm,
function, that is MySQL underscore query, that has been deprecated. So it is always better to use this function. Otherwise
new version
your
function.
your site is not going to be accepted by the host. Okay, most of the
Mm,
server, web server nowadays runs with PHP 7 point and maybe PHP 8. Okay, so
mm,
those thing on those server your program will not run. Okay, maybe it run on your local machine, but it will not run on the web server. Okay, so it is better to use mysql I underscore query. And one more thing, uh,
mm.
the way we are connecting here and we are doing all these stuffs are called procedural approach. Okay, means we are
Procedural
using
approach.
the functions.
Mm,
Okay, if you
mm,
want to use there is a separate approach. In fact, there are two
mm,
separate approaches how you can do all this stuff. One is very
mm,
very famous, means object oriented approach.
mm,
Just a minute. Okay. Okay, so using object oriented approach, you can also do the same kind of thing. Okay, but
okay.
as the faculty was also told in the live classes that you do not have to know many things right now. Okay, since this is the beginning.
Okay.
Okay, that you can manage of yourself. So if any program is given in the exam, and it must be given, so you have to follow just a single approach, and that will be okay. Any single approach you can follow, and that will be okay. Okay, so we are not going
Mm-hmm.
to discuss those object oriented approach here. Okay,
Procedural approach will be
so
done.
we are um, doing only the procedural way of doing things.
Mm,
Okay, so this is the way how we fetch the data from
mm,
the table. Now see this MySQL I underscore query. When we pass the select query inside this function will return the whole table. Okay, now how the table look like? Okay, we have to run the XAMPP first. So how to run the XAMPP? Go there, start the control panel, and inside the control panel run the Apache server and then
Apache server.
MySQL. Okay,
Okay.
so these two
Mm,
things you have to do if it is not been if it is not set automatically. So it's your localhost. You have to type localhost. Inside localhost, you have to go to PHP admin. Okay,
Student database.
see our school
School
database.
database.
It was a school database.
Student
Inside
table.
the school, we have the
Two
student table.
tables.
So
Mm,
when you run the query select star from student, so this table will be returned by the
mm,
execution of this function. Okay, when
okay.
this function is executed using this query, so this whole table will be returned. Okay, this whole table, all this data, means this role name, this part only, this part only.
Mm,
Okay, this part will be returned. Got it?
okay.
Now see here, you can follow that class 12 and 11. No?
Mm,
If we want to fetch the data for all students who studied in class 12, then we have to
mm,
alter the query. No? Select star
mm.
from student where class equal to 12. Like that. Got it?
Yes.
So then what will
Uh,
happen? Then this much of data, means the first two rows, this data
uh,
will be selected and it will be returned. And this data means the tabular form is this data is stored, is
mm,
captured under this variable, this result. We
result
say
variable.
this is the result set. Okay.
Mm,
So
mm,
now if I want to get each data from that result set, then we have to use a function something like that. MySQLi fetch underscore associative array. Okay, so
mm,
or we can fetch the data using array also. Okay, MySQLi fetch underscore array, something like that.
mm,
But associative array is most commonly used because the facility to use the column name over here. Okay, so what it will
mm,
do, this function will fetch one single row. See, you have to understand, one single row it will fetch this row. Okay, and it will store
mm.
the data in this row variable. Got it?
Okay. Yes.
So if this is one single row, then inside coming inside the while loop, so if you write dollar row within third bracket within single quote, role is the column name. Here name is the column name, right? Got it?
Mm,
So this will give
mm.
you the value of the particular column. Okay.
Okay.
Now in the next iteration, it will fetch the second row. Got it?
mm,
In this way, all the rows in the result set will be read by this command, this fetch so. Okay.
mm.
Now, when all the records will be fetched from the result, it will return 0.
0.
Okay. That time while loop will terminate and all the records will be read by this command. Okay. Now we would like to run this code so that you can see the effect of reading this one. Okay.
Mm.
So how to run it? You can go localhost slash webtech slash inside webtech we have
DB.
db.
Pale.
db.
Mm,
Inside db, you just select, you run this one. See, only two records you have selected. Those two
mm.
records. Why two records?
Current
Because
class 2.
yeah,
12.
they these two records are related with class 12 only. Okay. So this is the
Mm.
way how you can get the fetch the record. Okay.
Okay.
Now see, we will start from here. Okay. What we are trying to do, suppose we are going to process the update, right? We are
Mm.
going to process the update. Now you have to understand update, how could I perform update operation. Okay.
Mm.
Means something will be there, the student details
Mm.
will be there na?
Ah.
Student details will be there. Okay, maybe. And maybe student details will be there. Okay, these are all the students. Okay. And you may have some update button or edit button. Okay.
Mm.
So clicking on that edit button, one form will be opened where the data is been given. Okay, there you can update,
Okay.
and clicking on the save button, the data will be saved onto the database. Okay,
Yes. Mm.
so how to do that? So see here,
Mm.
you have to when you are showing this data. Okay,
Mm.
see how I am proceeding from here. So this is our select. Okay,
Mm.
what is the effect of running this query? This is the effect,
It will
right?
select.
Now
Mm.
we would like to
It will
put this
select two
data
records.
inside a table.
Mm.
So how to do that? If you want to put that data inside a table, see here,
Table create
we have
table
to
tag.
we have to cut this part, this one. Okay, this thing actually printing the data.
Mm.
So we cut the PHP code like that. Okay, just go
Mm.
before that. See, this is the while loop, na?
Mm.
Okay, so before while loop, at the very beginning, what we are doing, we are taking an HTML
Structure.
body. Okay,
Mm.
so you have to keep this body
Inside the body tag.
maybe before HTML.
For HTML.
Okay,
Okay.
and inside body you are going to
Yes.
create a table. Let's create a table.
This is HTML embedded in PHP.
HTML embedded in PHP, PHP embedded in HTML. In any form you can do it. Okay, in fact we will mix up both the things. So table, inside table
Mm.
we have some tr, and inside tr we are going to have some tds, na?
Mm.
Td or th, you can give the heading. So I'm not giving the heading here. So
Mm.
here this is td. Okay,
Mm.
and the td will end here, and there is another td. Since we are taking only role and name, so we are keeping only two tds. Okay, and 1 TD for action. TD. It will be all clear. Just wait. Okay. I am giving one more TD. Here. So inside here, I am going to create a TH. Say this is role TH and TH inside TH
Name.
name. The third one I am
City.
giving
City.
action.
Action. Okay. Update and.
Okay. Okay. Now see, this is the table structure. Okay.
Mm.
Now this will be iterated inside the while loop. Got it?
Mhm.
This will be iterated inside the while loop.
Mm.
Okay. Because we want
Okay.
to put the data here. Okay.
Inside the table.
Inside the table. So what we have to do? We have to see here this while loop.
Mm.
We need to cut this while loop from here.
Mm.
Okay. And we
Mm.
have to put this while loop here.
Mm.
PHP, and let's
Mm.
put the while loop here. See, this is the starting of the while loop, and you have to end the while loop here, right?
Mm.
What you will write here? The closing brace. Now you can follow. This tier comes under this while loop. Now
Yes.
we are embedding this HTML inside the PHP. Okay. So
Mm.
this much of PHP will be done here. Means the connection and the query will be executed. The result set, all the data are now available. Okay.
Mm.
When the browser parses this document, what it will do, it will first do this stuff. Okay. After that, it will do the HTML part. Okay. Inside
Mm.
the HTML part, here it will start a loop, PHP loop,
Mm.
and in this will iterate whatever they are inside this much will be iterated as this is a while loop. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now the next part, this means this PHP, this is the end of the while. Now that's why I always say that write this thing end of while. So this was the end of while. Okay. So we do not
Mm.
require it. End of while was there. Got it?
Okay.
That brace was for end of while. Okay. Now here we are
Mm.
keeping this PHP small tag to close the connection. Okay. Got it?
Mm.
Now what we have to do, we have to manage these things. Okay. So how to write this thing? See here, now this role
Roll number.
equal to is
Mm.
not required. We just required to print this roll number under this
Mm.
column, because first column is for roll. Na? So inside this
First column
column,
is
we have
for.
to put something like that, PHP echo that thing. That's all. It's very simple.
Mhm.
Got it?
Yes.
Okay. And the next one is your dollar name. Okay. What you will do? Put this thing.
Take conclusion name.
See what I am writing. This is a short syntax of doing the same operation which was given in the previous row, previous TD. Okay. This
Mm.
is equal to this one. Means
Mm.
this is the shortcut. Okay.
Shortcut.
If you
Correct.
want to just
Last time
echo the
also we
thing, then
discussed.
you just do the things in this way. Question mark equal to, so it will automatically print the thing. Okay.
Mm.
Got it?
Got
Okay.
it. Got it.
Now we are just removing this line, and we done. You can see a visual data something like that. See here. This way you are
Mm.
doing the things in a table. Got it?
Okay.
You can
Mm.
make it a nice look using Bootstrap, using CSS. Okay, so that you can
Mm-hmm.
easily do. I'm not going in that way.
Mm-hmm.
So what I will put here, I will put a button here. Say you can write
Update, edit,
input type equal to, or you can say you can put a link here. Button edit button. Let's see what it is showing. So you are getting a button, na?
mm.
Got it? So this button is clickable. You can click it, edit.
Mm.
If you click this button, so it will give you
Into
the
something.
provision to edit something. Okay, means the
Mm.
update. Okay.
Mm.
Now see here where you will make the changes. Means see here we are fetching only uh, two things, the name or name and roll number. Okay,
Roll number.
roll number should not be changed. Okay, so the only thing
Mm.
we can change here
Primary key.
is the name. Okay, although we can
Mm.
put some other data here too. Okay,
Mm.
maybe we can do that thing because it now become a simple task. Just copy the two line and see here. One was your city and the
City,
other
another
one
one.
is your class.
Class.
So this way you will give the all. You will get the all
Uh,
data. See, this
mm.
is the all data. So we have to put two
Heading should
more
be changed.
th
Mm.
city and class. Okay, so got it.
Mm.
Okay, fine, like that. Okay. Now,
Mm.
when we will click on this edit button, so what it will do, it will
Mm.
open a form, and inside that form, all the data will be there in editable format because you cannot edit here. These are
Yes.
simple text box. Okay.
Mm.
So you can do the same thing in multiple way. You can put this data inside a form too
Mm.
by using the table structure by using the form here. Okay, that
Mm-hmm.
also that can be possible. Okay, but it is
Mm-hmm.
better to show the
Keep it in
data
tape.
in a non-editable format. Then when
Mm.
user wants to edit a particular record, then bring
Provide a
him
link.
into a separate page or into something a separate area where he can edit that particular data only. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
it is an idea. Otherwise you can put the text box here also, so that user can edit the data here and save, click the save button, and the data will be saved. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what we will do, I am doing this process because I want to show you how to navigate using the data. Okay, there is an important
Mm.
point here. See here, when I am clicking on this edit button, nothing is happening. Okay,
Mm.
what my intention is to uh, send these data. Okay,
Mm.
I will open another page. Okay, by clicking on this edit button, I will open another page. That page will contain the form where these data will be
Mm.
there in editable format. Only this thing will not be editable in editable format. Okay,
Mm.
so how to do that? So to do that you have to make a link of this button. Okay, so how to
Mm.
make a link of this button? See here,
A
you have to
tag.
put this thing inside a href equal to, say you can write edit.php. Okay, keep the whole button inside this a tag. Now you can see, if you click this thing, so it is going to edit.php. Okay, see, if
Mm.
you click this thing, it is going to edit.php. Got it?
Yes.
But in edit.php, we did not make anything. So we have to create another file,
Create that another PHP file.
edit.php, edit.php. We have created that edit.php. And in edit.php, what we have to do, we will have a editable format. Say a form will be there, form will be there,
Mm.
form will be there. Inside the form, you are going to get input type equal to text. Sorry, ID. Sorry, name equal to say the role, value equal to. I'm not giving the value right now. Okay, just copying the input box. Four inputs are there, and there will be one save button.
Mm.
So this will be T role, this will be T name,
Name,
this will be your TCT,
TCP,
this will be your T class.
class.
Okay. Now
Save.
this thing will be input
Instead of text, it
submit.
can have but
Submit
submit,
name will be say
update or submit.
T submit, value you can say update. Okay, fine.
Mm.
You can visualize the form now. If you click this thing, so you are going to get this form. Okay,
Mm.
you can put the form in a table so that it can look more nice. You can design it in any way. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but just these are the this is the form. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it. But the
Mm.
form is not filled with the data. See what we would like to do when we click this button. So this form is going to filled up with this data. Na?
Mm.
When we click this thing, this button, so the form will be filled with this data. Na? So how to do that?
Mm.
This thing we can do in multiple ways. We can do that thing. But here, how to do that? See, from here, you have to pass a reference. Okay, means
Mm.
this page is a different page. Inside this
Yes.
page, how this form will know what are the data. So
Mm.
what I am doing, see here, I am passing the role in the URL is equal to here we have to put PHP, that was the role part, role housing. See here, this is the query string. You remember? Means this
Mm.
one will form the query.
Mm.
This is the URL, and along with URL, we are passing one name value pair. Okay. See
Okay.
what will happen. Refresh it. See here, just look into this URL, this section.
Form.
Okay.
Mm.
See, this
It's connecting
edit.php
to
is
edit.
now on display, and it has the roll number. Okay. This 101 roll number. When
Mm.
you click this thing, so it is getting
102.
102 roll number. So when you are doing the task in edit.php, you have to run the query again to fetch the data. Okay,
Mm.
so this is the task you have to perform. Otherwise what you have to do, you have to pass every sorts of variable value along with the URL. So it will not
Mm-hmm.
be a good thing to send all the data along with the URL. Just like we are passing the roll number in the URL, we can pass all other data, na? City, name,
Yes.
class, everything we can pass in the roll number. So that is
Mm.
not a good idea of doing the
Oh.
things. Okay.
Mm.
So what we will do? See, we are copying this part. Okay,
Mm.
we're copying this part. I am showing you multiple things in the same program. This thing will,
Okay.
what it will do? It will connect the
Get the
database.
data,
Okay.
uh,
Then it will fetch the data.
fetch into the
Okay.
string
Which
query.
data I want to fetch? I want to fetch the data for that roll number which has been supplied to me. Na?
Mm.
So this is not insert. Fetch data.
Mm.
Say what is the roll number we have
101.
received in the URL. Say role is
101 and
equal
1.
to dollar underscore request. There is one more global array. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
along with underscore dollar underscore get dollar underscore post dollar underscore session dollar underscore request is also a global array. Okay,
Mm.
I said you earlier. So here
Mm.
you are going to receive the data in this form. See what you have given name. Say I
Roll.
am giving this name as RL so that you can identify. This is RL. Okay, RL.
Mm.
So you are getting the data in RL field.
RL
Okay. So now the data that has been sent to this file edit.php through URL are now stored in
is
this variable.
this dollar or roll.
Okay. So this role you will use here. Select star from student where role
Dollar
equal
roll.
to dot dollar
Mm.
role. Got it? So this query will fetch the data only for this role,
Mm.
for the student whose role is this one. You got it?
Mm. Mm.
So now this result will contain only a single value, no?
Column value.
Single column. So how to read that column? The same way, which is the same thing.
Put it in a white.
See this one, you just have to call this method once, no? So you call
Mm.
this method, okay? So that data is now stored in row, okay?
Mm.
Now just like here, you use this thing, okay?
Mm.
You just do the same thing in value. This is the name, this will be CT, this will be class, and this will be role. Name, CT, class, and that will be your role. Are you getting the
Roll.
things?
Mm.
Okay, let's first run it. This is very simple.
Mm.
See, click, see, Sachin data, no, Sachin's data has been populated into these fields.
Mm.
If you click on this button, so Rahul's data is been populated inside this text box. Okay, got it?
But still, that value role is coming on this one, no URL.
In URL, this role will come because we have passed what we did. We have passed that role value through the URL na, as a name
Mm-hmm.
value pair.
Mm.
Okay, so in the URL, the role is been passed, and we are fetching the role value from the URL by using
Request the
this
global array.
request. In place of request, you can also use the get because it is been sent by URL. So if you want to use the get, that will also be possible. Okay,
Mm.
if you run this file again, since the value is sent through URL, so it is always accessible through get array, as well
Mm.
as it can also be accessed through request. Okay, so since I
Okay.
demonstrated get earlier, so I am using this request. Got it?
Request. No. Okay.
Is it okay?
Mm.
Okay, now see here in this form you can change everything, you can
Mm.
change everything. Okay,
Mm.
so you change the values here as per your need,
Mm.
and just click on the update button. Now we have
Mm.
to write the task for that update button. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. Now one more thing I have said, that we will not let the user change this roll number, because that should be a
Mm.
fixed thing.
Primary key.
So what to do? So you just make this input text
Type
as
as.
read only.
Okay.
Read only.
Mm.
So your user is not going, not will not be able to change this thing. See, roll number
We
you
can
cannot.
change even the input type. We can't change the input type.
Which one?
Instead of text box.
Haji?
Can we change anything in the input text box? Instead of text box, is there any other thing where showing only the content?
I'm not getting
The
you
PHP
actually.
file. Okay. Because only when we insert it as input type as text, that time they can edit.
No,
If you did not
if you,
display that,
okay, if we do not display this thing, then he
only you
will,
can display the value. We will not.
yeah, sure, we can display the value in label field also. Okay,
Okay.
in a label field also we can display the value, or
Ah,
we can display the
label field.
value just like a text. Okay,
Hmm.
so that is also possible. Okay,
Okay.
okay, no problem. Now we have to apply this update button. Okay, what it will
Hmm.
do with update. So for that purpose, we write action equal to, say, update.php. Okay, and
Hmm.
method will be post. Got it?
Hmm.
So now update.php, how update.php will be look like?
If we create that file.
It will look like this one. See here, it will look like this one. Save, because insert and update both are doing the same thing. Okay, means
Hmm.
I'm showing you, I'd like to save this file as update.php. Update.php. Now see, we are going to fetch this value from here. How to do that? Dollar underscore post. Inside that post, what are the name we have given to this field? T role, T name, TCT, just like that, na? So
Hmm.
it will be T role. Next,
Dollar post.
let me
Okay.
copy this part.
Became troll.
Hmm?
Became
Oh,
troll.
T name,
TCT.
T plus, like that. Okay.
Two semicolons everywhere here. One semicolon should be there it is one symbol only. Second and third.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, in place of insert command, we have to write the update command, right?
Mm.
So, how to write a update command? You remember $QRY is
QR.
equal to update
Update values.
student
Student.
set
Student spelling became.
student
Student.
set
Set.
name is equal to dollar
In name.
name, right?
Mm.
Name is equal to dollar name. You can put a single quote, comma. City is equal
Set.
to dollar
City.
city, comma. Class is equal to dollar
Dollar city.
class, where role equal to dollar role. And this is the query, update query.
Mm.
Okay. to update the content for roll number, for some role. So this will be the query. Na? Update student, update table name, set name is equal to this. So if you run this query, this thing will be changed. Okay,
Mm.
first run it. Just go there. Just do you want to change the name Sachin from Sachin Tendulekar
Okay.
and update.
Updated.
Check it here. See, Sachin is now become Sachin Tendulekar. Got it?
Mm.
Now, since in update.php we did not output anything, okay, so it is
Mm.
showing the blank field. So
Page.
it should not take
Mm.
place. Blank field will not be there. So what we can do,
Mm.
we can redirect. Okay, we can redirect after
Updated data.
from here. So by how to redirect, many ways are there, using JavaScript, using PHP. PHP has a function, say header location. Just a minute. Header location. I'm using a more convenient way, because in some places this header location will not work. If you send a echo
Mhm.
statement before header location, so header location will not work. There is one problem with header location. Just you can use a JavaScript in place of. So what is the JavaScript? So you can write script, then window dot window dot location, is equal to h window dot location. So what was our file name? Select dot php. Now if you put this in place of echo, window dot location dot href, I think, just paste it. Keyboard is not working. Why? Just a minute, huh?
Mm.
Okay. Edit. So
Mm.
make it Rahul
Forward.
Dravid update.
Mm.
See,
Okay.
it has been redirected. Just completing the updation, it is redirected to
Immediately it is redirected.
this
Window dot.
page. Okay. Now,
Select
if you
dot
want to
PHP.
update his class,
Mm.
say it will be 11
11.
update. So it has been updated. Okay. The record has been updated since we see here. Since we
Mm.
give this query, this select query, inside this select, we have applied this thing, na? The value they are accessing for class. Okay.
11 only. Correct.
Okay. So,
For 12 only. That is the reason.
so we will not
This
use
is equal.
this thing.
Please select start from student.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
So this is the way you have to implement the update. Okay.
Mhm.
You get it?
Okay, got it.
Okay. Now the same thing, if you want to delete, how will you do?
Mm.
See here. So this column is basically holding the update button. Na?
Ah,
Now I am inserting one more button here and I am
delete.
mentioning that it will delete the record just like that. See here,
Mm.
edit and delete.
Mm.
That's why I have put the name action as the column name.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
In place of this button, you can put some icons, nice icons. Those
Mm.
far icons are available, CSS icons. If you use CSS, you can use that dustbin icon for delete, pen
Delete.
icon for edit. That will look nice.
Edit.
Okay. I will
Mm.
show you a complete project developed using these kind of things. I can
Okay.
show you from my any of my project. Okay, see here, if I click the delete button, the same thing will be done. What? Say delete.php.
Creating one more page.
Delete.php. The roll
Mm.
number will be sent to delete.php. Okay,
Mm.
so what I am doing, I am just saving it as save as delete.php. Delete.php. Inside delete.php, I do not need these values now. I just need the roll number because to
Everything.
run the delete command, I have to use this one. Okay. So
Mm.
what will be the delete command? Delete
Entire row.
from student
Student.
where roll number equal to this thing.
Number is equal to row.
And that's all. Okay. The record will be deleted. Let's look it first.
Always deleting is easy.
Yeah. Deleting is easy. So I want to delete this Rahul Dabir field from here. Maybe undefined T role. Okay, fine. What we have written here, T role.
Okay.
The
T
T
roll.
role is
Here it
not
is.
given there. Here it is, since it is coming from the URL, na?
Mm.
It is coming from the URL, this RL. So it should
Mm.
be RL, right?
Yes.
So it is fetching the value from here.
Mm.
See, RL is undefined array key RL and database. Delete dot to wet. Post. Okay. So it is the array will not be post. Why? Because we are sending the value in URL. Okay. So this thing
Should be
will not be
request.
post. It should be request or get. Okay.
Mm.
Request. Now see, if we click this thing, okay, just
Automatically
by
deleted.
deleting the record by the delete.php and just after deleting, it is redirecting to the first page.
Location.
So you can get the update from there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if all these things are okay. So insert, update, delete, we have completed. So more
Mm.
complicated insert, update, delete can be done, but these are the basic things you have to. If you can grab this thing, then you can do any sorts of task. Okay. See,
Mm.
here this save, this is for insert
mm,
file. Okay,
mm,
this is edit, this is for update. Mm, means this will show, sorry, this will show, this edit file will show the
the
selected data, means
page.
that is the view. Okay, you can
Mm,
view all the data here. When you click the
mm,
edit button, by editing, just a minute, this save, this will insert a data na,
mm.
you remember save record will insert a
Yes,
data.
saved data.
Okay, this select file will show all the data.
From the database, it will display it on the
This one
form.
show all the
Mm.
data. Okay, and when you click this edit button, it
Yes,
will
view.
show the form where the
Data can
data
be
you can
editable.
edit in editable
Mm,
format. So edit.php is there for that purpose. Okay, and this update, from edit.php you are calling this update.php file to
It
update the record.
update the changes in the DB.
Okay,
Mm,
now in delete file you are actually performing the deletion, delete operation. Got it?
mm, okay.
Now see here, this delete, update and save,
Mm,
means
mm,
insert, these all operation can be done in a single file. You do not need this,
okay.
these separate files.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see here why
Okay.
I am saying this. uh, Look at this thing, this connection
Mm,
is repeatedly performed in every place na. Here also you are doing the same connection. Okay, everywhere you
okay.
are, at least you are doing the means
Connection
connecting,
part.
connection is
Mm,
must. Okay, so you have to repeatedly do this kind of thing. Okay,
mm,
you can put this delete, insert and update logic in a single file, and you can
mm,
segregate those part separately. Okay, using some if
mhm,
else stuff. Okay, so
mhm.
that is always possible, but I keep these things in separate file to make you understand the basics.
Yes, this
Okay,
is better in the before
but
we get
one
well
thing I must
versed.
change here, this connection string.
Mm,
Okay, because see here, everywhere you have this connection string now.
mm,
Sometimes it may be possible that you are changing the password from the database
mm,
perspective, then you have to change in mm, every file this password. Okay,
mm,
so that will be a tedious job, so we generally do
mm,
not do that. Okay, so what we actually
mhm.
do, we just copy this thing and we create a file, say give the name
Connect.php
connection.php or con.php, something like that, put it over there inside a
and link that
php tag,
page.
save. Okay, and
Mm,
connect this php file everywhere you require.
mm,
See connection.php, so in delete.php you need this file na.
Instead of this, we
Instead of writing this line, what you can do, you can use command require once. Okay, what is the name?
connection.php.
PHP. Or you can use include. So it is better to use require once. Require once is more preferable over include. Okay, because
Mm,
if you have included, if you have mistakenly trying to input multiple means this connection.php file multiple times, so
mm,
include will do that. Means every time you are having an include, so it will insert the same file. Okay,
mm,
but require once is clever enough to exclude all other include
connections
yeah, right,
establishing.
include of that same file. Okay, it will include just only a single instance. Okay,
Mm.
so this thing you have to write in wherever you are using this connection. Preferably we use this require once or inclusion file at the top.
Mm.
Select here also. You understand why I am using this thing.
Yes, I got it.
Having all four file. Now if you want to change the database password, you have to change
Mm.
in the single
Directly come and change in one place,
one
single
place.
place.
Everywhere it will be reflected. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the basic CARD operation that you can perform using PHP and MySQL. This is so simple. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me if anything is wrong over here.
No, but
See the
I think I
beautification.
require time.
Yeah,
Mm.
that is true. This is not so simple task that you come and do everything. Okay,
Yes.
maybe the basic operations up to basic operation is okay, but still there are something that you need practice.
This what actually is like passing with the variable thing is there, no? That is really I need to practice.
Yeah, if
Writing
you
it in a loop
practice.
and
Hmm,
taking into this variable name.
hmm.
It is not looking so simple as it is seen in the class.
If you go the video carefully
Uh,
and along with the
Carefully,
video, if you
I have to do it
write
practically.
your own, okay, then
Mm.
you can, once you get an idea, means once you do one project, means the simple
Mm.
task
Then we will.
operations completely by you yourself, then everything will be
Mm.
cleared.
Yes.
It is not so tough. Okay,
Mm.
that get and post, those two arrays you have to remember. Using
Uh,
URL, if you pass the values using URL, you have to use the get array. If you pass the URL, sorry, if you pass the values through post method,
uh,
means not by URL, by using form
uh,
method equal to post, then you have to catch
uh,
the values. You will those values will be available in the post array. And
Posted.
that's all. You have to know associative array. So to get the
Mm.
data from it, it is more convenient
Mm.
to use associative array in PHP. Okay. Okay. One more thing,
Today.
the
Ah,
beautification part. Okay,
okay.
those things depends on the Bootstrap and
Develop.
CSS. Okay,
CSS.
so beautification part you can do it in any way by using
Mm-hmm.
Scratch CSS style development, or
Mm-hmm.
you can use directly the Bootstrap. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, it will look nice, the forms part and the catchy things out over there. Okay, okay. Uh, should I start jQuery a little bit?
No. No, I told it myself for me, sorry.
Okay, okay. Then that's why I'm
I'll
asking.
do it
Okay, just
because it,
completing the CRUD operation over here. Just go through it. Okay.
yes,
Next
I
day we will do
will
the jQuery and Ajax part in a single class. Okay.
together.
So
Yes.
in Ajax class, what we will do, we will do the same sorts of thing. Okay. This
So that
insert, update, delete. See
update and
here,
delete.
there is a, it is not a problem. It is basically,
Mm.
see, you are going to the going to a different page. Okay,
Mm.
going to a different page. After updating, you are bring back to the older page. Na?
Huh.
So using Ajax, we can do the same stuff in a single page also. This URL will not be
Okay.
changed. Okay, you just click the edit button, these values will be changed. Input box
Okay.
will appear here. Okay, after that
Mm-hmm.
you change the data and press the submit button. So this data will be changed. Nothing will be, this page will not be refreshed. Even see here, if I click this delete button, what will happen? If you click this delete button, look
Mm.
at this, there
Yeah.
will be a flicker. See?
Mm.
Okay. This is the
Mm.
page refresh, means you are understanding now.
Yes,
The
I can understand.
the operation is something like that. From select.php, the delete.php is called, and from
Mm.
delete.php, this select.php is
Again,
again called.
select.php it is
So
called.
this page movement will not take place at all. In a single
Mm-hmm.
page, we can do the operation.
Okay.
And in most of the cases nowadays, we are using Ajax to
J.
perform this task. What Ajax will do, all these things will be automated in background. Okay, everything
Mm-hmm.
will happen in the same way, but only the page refreshment will not take place by
Okay.
using
It look like that
Ajax.
we are doing it in the same page.
Yeah, Ajax is nothing but JavaScript. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a means a mix of XML and JavaScript together, asynchronous JavaScript.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, we will discuss about Ajax and jQuery in next session. So
Okay.
today we can stop here, right?
Yes. Yes.
Tell me if you have anything to ask more. Let me stop this thing.
Mm.